Hey YouTube, Coppersan here, and welcome to the 4th episode of the mini-series Zero to Hero, the leveling and progression series without any Zero or Hero classes in it. In this series we're starting off on a fresh account without any characters on it, and we try to get as strong as possible before the Destiny update is released mid-June. In this episode we're going to reach level 220, we're gonna get destroyed by Lucid, we're adding boss drops to our collection, and we have our first cubing session using the cube sale from last weekend. But first things first, we have enough coins to buy another event ring. We're getting the Master SS ring this time around. We're going to cube that into meso gear as well as soon as possible. Whenever you're planning to upgrade your gear, make sure to check the Sunny Sunday event schedule and look for those cube sale announcements in the cash shop notices. I actually want to start working on Legion and Link skills, but now that I know that there's a sale coming up, I'm going to start unlocking a few more boss fights, and we're going to try and get as many messes as possible this episode. So I did kind of get my Phantom to level 120 for the level 2 Link skill. I completed the Magnus Prequest so I could take on normal Magnus. God, I hate that boss. I still haven't to this day found a Magnus badge for some reason. We did get the shoulder, and of course we Star Forced it and gave it a few lines of potential. On another pink bean run we found a pink holy cup, which we're now using in our pocket slot. No luck yet with finding a dominator pendant, though those are more of a myth than an actual drop at this point. I was pretty close to leveling, so I just grinded for a few more minutes and hit a research train in Reverse City to hit level 260. Also, super important, I could claim 100 arcane symbols, but I'm saving those for the next symbol that will unlock for lachelein, so I can only look at them in my inventory for the time being. The lachelein symbol is pretty tough to rank up, while Vanishing Journey and Choo Choo are quite easy to level up, so we just gotta be patient. Not my strong suit. I can now solo the normal version of Choo Choo PQ, so I'm really starting to feel the gains. We're close to 7,000 stats and actually also reached 100% critical rate thanks to the event buffs and thanks to the Phantom Blink skill. And in more good news, I found a new familiar while working on the Magnus Prequest that has even better meso drop rate lines. Just FYI, lines like this don't actually increase the amount of mesos that you'll find, but instead the chance for a bag of mesos to drop from monsters is increased. You only need 67% drop rate for meso bags to always drop from monsters, so if you are investing in familiars like this, do keep that in mind. You can really start feeling the grinding speed slowing down at this point. I was trading at Hidden Research Train and Slurpy Forest depths. I'm using double XP cards from Monster Park potions. I'm using a Legion coupon to increase my meso drop rate because, you know, we gotta get rich quickly. So I trained in those two maps until I reached level 219. I didn't train at Yum Yum Island yet because it just takes way too long for me to kill the monsters over there. And at this point my totem expired. But imagine grinding to gain levels. Can't be me. Instead we just complete the Punch King event again, get enough points to purchase a level up potion, and boom, we're level 220. Enter lachelein. No, actually no, wait, let's not enter yet. Before we continue with this questline, let's spend some of the 1.2 billion mesos that we collected on black cubes and get some better stats going. First things first, we're ranking up our weapon to legendary so we can get some better lines on it. The lines were kinda bad anyway. Still took me 17 black cubes to rank it up. I rolled one more time for some slightly better stats, but I actually just remembered, like, wait a minute, shouldn't I just be re-rolling with red cubes? So I moved on to my earrings, which only took like 6 use to rank up. What is this double miracle time? By the way, MapleStory Korea had a double miracle time event during their Destiny update. With double miracle time, your chance to rank up is doubled. So perhaps the same will happen for us. I also wonder if we're gonna get that triple EXP event. That would be pretty amazing if at least our servers don't explode. I guess it really is our lucky day. 3 black cubes to get our ring from unique to legendary. Let's go! I also decided to rank up my secondary. I need to replace it with a shield at one point, but I figured I won't really have enough mesos to get some decent Star Force on that anytime soon anyway, so might as well throw a few cubes on it and get some better potential. I ranked up my new SS ring and threw the remaining black cubes on my secondary. When cubing, always go for your emblem, weapon and secondary first, as those items usually provide the best bonus stats. I also upgraded my earrings and rings to create meso gear. These accessories can get meso lines, which will help us get more mesos. More mesos means we can buy more cubes, which means we can get more damage, which feeds into our progression. The more mesos we get, the faster our progression will be. Getting more damage is pretty viable as well, that's why I went for a little bit of both. Early on, don't get too hung up on trying to find or trying to get or cube the perfect item. It's way better to make smaller improvements across the board and grow that way than, for example, now waste all our cubes on getting like 1 or 2 lines of meso drop rate. One-shotting monsters makes leveling faster and you'll be able to get mesos faster that way as well, but getting a bit of both damage and drop lines doesn't hurt either. Just make sure you don't upgrade items that will be replaced super soon. Actually, I will most likely replace this weapon like next week once we beat Kills through the Abyss, but I kinda do need this weapon to first beat Kills through the Abyss, so it's gonna be all good. And after an extremely long quest line because of our low arcane force, we're finally able to face off against story mode Lucid, which took a whooping 10 minutes, but we did manage to collect her in our monster collection, so that was definitely worth it. After collecting our symbol and leveling it up with those 100 arcane symbols that we got from the event, we have officially reached 8,000 stats, which is a massive improvement. So of course this means it's time to keep all those stats away to gain some more lines of mesos and whatnot. Also, I don't run a flex, but this kinda happened. And at 8k stats, we're now able to solo Ursus. Or well, we deal enough damage so the game actually thinks it is a proper run. We're getting 90 million mesos a day from Ursus, so this is an amazing source of mesos early on in your progression. And after we defeat a few more bosses with our boosted stats, we make some more mesos, and with that newfound fortune, we can purchase one more pack of 30 red cubes. Starting off with the weapon, I'm gonna be a little bit greedy and we'll try to go for a line of magic attack, boss damage and IED, or 2 lines of magic attack and 1 line of boss damage, something like that. But dang, after using up almost half my cubes, we rolled this. Alright, I'm keeping that, guys. That's insane. 2 lines of 30% IAD and 40% boss damage. This will definitely help us out by a ton. It still took a few more red cubes, but we also rolled meso and int on our ring, which is freaking amazing. The earrings also got meso obtained, but no decent additional lines, so we did lose some stats there. But hey, mesos are mesos, right? To compensate a little bit for the lost stats, I tried to rank up and roll some more int for my face accessory, but that thing is like super cursed. I threw red cubes, craftsman cubes, a ton of occult cubes on it, and it just doesn't want to rank up. I'm not sure what's wrong with it, it just doesn't want to go up. Just to go over all my gear again, I am no longer close to 8,000 stats, but we did gain a ton of IAD and pulse damage. We got some more magic attack percentage as well. We've now 40% additional meso obtained, which gets boosted by a ton thanks to the Reboot passive. For gear, you need to get 100% meso obtained, as that's the max. You can get more, but it doesn't actually increase anything anymore. Last episode we ended up at 6,000 stats, so this was an amazing boost in our damage. My goal for this week is to work on damage link skills like Kanna, Demon Avenger, the Explorer Mages, the Explorer Thieves, Arc, and perhaps Hayato as well. By the end of this week, probably Sunday, I want to be ready to face off against Scales with Abyss, so I might want to work on Luminous and Demon Slayer as well. As you all know, I am super bad at bossing, and my strategy usually is just to one-shot the boss, so I don't have to deal with the boss mechanics, so that's what I'm gonna go for here. And that was all our progression for today. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to stick around for the next episode, and as always, many thanks to our members for making these videos possible. Thanks to Niels de Coninck, Raar maar waar, Sebastian Hanoy, Ryalias, Terry Kim, Vareese, Mora, Wiley, Historycanon, BackSpaceOTI, Saffronyx, Anwar NHI, Ziggy Deer, Flidiot, Knifesu, Channel125, Cloudfix, Gusus Rodriguez, Froggy, Vira, Trevor, Michael Machaka, Ratius, Justin Ville, Silvio Nato, Stevie Zhang, Afterlord_MS, ceemak, Striker Elk, Tidal1 Pun, Victor Sunstrom, Radical Jaws, Riser Are Gummy Bullet, Lovebird, Surtito655, Matthias Simonson, Mr. Renard, Galando Balavia, my name is Coppersan and I'm super cute XOXO, PC Game Life, Dante Victory, Stanislaus Xumo Vegas, Level 243, Paladin Reboot, The Passenger, Martin Panzik, I'm Disappointed, Lucky Beats, Gabriel Eck, Pedro Bonetti, Conrad Cristales, and Ace Light. Thank you all so much for watching, stay safe and happy mapling!